Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Disco Elysium. It's episode number 2, a somewhat late episode number 2. Obviously this was supposed to go up like last week, but then I got sick and I couldn't record for a while. And by the way, if you haven't noticed it, but whenever something like this happens and I have to delay my schedule, I will always make an announcement on my channel page. And if you're subscribed to me or just watch my videos semi-regularly, then hopefully the YouTube algorithm will push the announcement to your YouTube front page. But if it doesn't, you can go to my channel page and go to the community tab, and then you can see all my announcements. So if I'm not posting for a few days for some reason, there will be, some kind of announcement somewhere. Anyway, let's continue. Obviously, I have to get my bearings again now, but so far not a lot has happened. We woke up, we survived getting dressed, we talked to the lady and found out that we're apparently a policeman, and that's pretty much it. Also, we started to internalize something, but it's only 3% done, so that's still going to take a while. Anyway, let's see what else we can do. The woman disappeared through this door, so maybe we can talk to her again.
Closed.
Let's knock.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside.
Well, should I try to go in anyway? Apparently she's in the shower.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Alright, I guess we will just come back later. Right, what else can we do around here? What is this? This is a weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. Okay, but I can't read the actual newspaper. Nope. Okay, we can go down here. Let's do it. Where are we? Okay, apparently we're not yet in frame. Okay, looks like there's quite a bit of stuff going on here. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. Huh. This is where the lyrics would be. So can we use the mic to sing? It doesn't look like it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense. My soul is modest. It's normal-sized. My soul is puny. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. Why do you think your soul's content is cubic? That is a fascinating thought, but yeah, I think the hangover is kind of preventing any deeper looks into my soul at the moment.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard.
Apparently, this is Inland Empire talking to me. So how do we measure our soul?
Through a PA system.
Okay.
By other people.
What should I sing when it comes to it? Finish thought. Yeah, what would I sing in the first place?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Obvious, yes. Of course. They'll really get a gosh on my soul with that one. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the crowd going. I don't know. The guy doesn't seem like a happy person to me. So, I guess a sad small church song would fit.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one.
Right.
You would need another copy of the tape first, though.
Right.
The one upstairs is destroyed.
Let's see. Sing karaoke. You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics. Then ask the cafeteria manager to perform, preferably in the evening. More people are at the bar then. Get hold of a sad song on tape. How difficult can it be? So is this like... Yeah, this is another quest. I already found my shoe, so now I have to find a sad song. Right. Yeah, let's finish that thought. Okay, so that's another task for us. Alright, we can maybe talk to this guy, but maybe I want to look at some of his stuff first before I go and talk to him. What is this over here? Nosa Fat healing item gained. Oh, I guess this will come in handy. I'm not sure where it went though. Is it in like a special place? And yeah, apparently items have descriptions as well. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the Etienne single's smallest church in Saint-Saëns must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Right. Now the good part about having to delay my second episode is that I actually had a chance to read the comments on my first episode, which included some helpful advice. Usually I probably would have recorded the second episode before the first one got posted. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. That's an interesting but probably useless little detail. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. How do you even know? It seems a bit of a stretch that you are able to tell a man's handwriting from a woman's handwriting. Okay, I looked at everything in this area, so maybe let's talk to the guy now.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Guard the cafeteria manager.
Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk.
Look at the stuffed bird. Are you the bartender? That is extremely small talk because it seems kind of obvious. But yeah, let's have a look at the bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
All right.
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Okay.
This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Insulindian Isola. Yeah, this is clearly not set on planet Earth. Okay. The Great Skua. Apparently my encyclopedia skills gave me that knowledge.
The small steel tag says as much. The Great Skua. Stegosaurus Skua.
Okay, maybe my encyclopedia wasn't actually necessary for that. But you still need a decent perception, I suppose. What happened to the bird? Can I help you with that? That's a Great Skua, right? Do we want to show our knowledge? I mean, apparently it's not that great of a knowledge because I can just see it, but still.
Look, your buddy is over there.
My buddy? I wasn't aware that I had one. He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Okay, apparently someone is waiting for me.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy? I'm a cop and I talk to who am I, please? Yeah, tell me more about my buddy.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to ask the obvious anyway.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Oh, okay, what's the difference?
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
That's exactly the question that I had in mind. You do look like a bartender, though.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
Okay, so what's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Okay, then where did Sylvie go?
She just, you know...
Yes?
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
Apparently my drama tells me that she just what? Well, if he's hiding something, I should probably investigate, even though this might not be useful at all.
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
Yes, I've always been a cop. Well, I guess I'm not getting anything out of him. Alright. So, I guess I will just look around. Or can I, like, talk to people more than once? What happens if
The
I do
man
that?
plucks at the seabird,
Okay,
frowning.
It's just the same dialogue again. Right. Let's see, what else do we got here? Oh. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. The door is bolted. A sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. Inside you catch a glimpse of Union paraphernalia, a strike poster, some red pennants. The sign reads Mess Hall reserved for Union members, doors open 1600. Okay, apparently there's like a Union meeting here. I got some people to talk to here, but maybe I want to make sure that I have investigated anything of interest around here. For example, this over here. Summer door closed for the winter. That makes sense. Alright, there's at least 2 people, and I guess this is the guy in the bomber jacket. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Okay, let's talk to the lady first.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. The wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Okay, clearly this guy is like my partner, my policeman partner, because people refer to him as my buddy or colleague. She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Okay, so apparently I can't really talk to her. Let's talk to my buddy.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Kim Kitsuragi. Alright.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Shake his hand, don't shake his hand. Yeah, sure, let's shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Okay, so he is also a policeman, but apparently from a different precinct. Oh, right.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. I don't really know my name. Conceptualization. Huh. Invent a name for yourself. Sure, let's invent a name.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
How hard can it be to invent a name? It doesn't have to be quite as grandiose, you know. It is not time yet. I don't really know my name. Yeah, apparently I still need a bit more time to properly invent a name.
Okay then.
I mean, that's a really strange answer. Okay, well, hopefully at some point he will either remember his name or will finish thinking of one.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Yeah, kinda.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
Yeah, clearly. Occupied drinking, presumably. You mean him, not towards the cafeteria manager? Yeah, I just talked to him. No, I haven't. There must have been some kind of misunderstanding. You're taking me for someone else. He probably doesn't. He probably knows more than I do. But yeah, I did talk to the cafeteria manager.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Oh, you're asking the wrong person here.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman. What interviews? I have. Yes, I haven't. What interviews are we talking about?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
Well, I mean, this guy seems competent enough, so that can be of use to us, because clearly we are not very useful at the moment. Yes, the police, I'm aware, I'm a policeman. I am! That's one of the first things I learned about myself.
Right. And the interviews?
Yeah, I'm afraid I haven't conducted any interviews yet, except like the one with the cafeteria manager.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
All right, sounds good to me.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Okay, there's a dead body. We're getting closer. A dead body. I don't like dead bodies. Look, man, you know, yeah, no, completely. Tell me more about the dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like dead bodies. I mean, that's a very vague but true statement.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
I probably didn't.
So, the body is still in the tree,
Well, someone else could have taken it down.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
I mean, if that's a crime scene, then I probably shouldn't touch it just on my own, but wait for, like, all of the police to arrive. So that's why I didn't take it down, clearly, right? What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? How can you be so sure I'm from the police? But I can't remember anything. What were we supposed to do again? Let's get going. All right, this is again my chance to extract some information from this guy. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? How can you be sure I'm from the police in the first place?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
All right, very perceptive.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Right.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Well, that's good to know. Ah, you mean the Red Squad. You mean internal affairs. Well, apparently that is the colloquial name for it.
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job.
Alright. You said insignia, these white rectangles you mean. Point to your sleeve. Right, I guess that's what he means.
Yes.
But they're just white rectangles. Is it like this one over here? That is truly just a white rectangle.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
So there needs to be a certain amount of light shining on the rectangle and then you can see the halogen watermark. But shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pockets. Yeah, you probably should. And if you have a badge, then your name would be on it.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up. Pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge. Yeah, what if he wants to see it? Or someone wants to see it at some point. Yeah, I'm afraid I don't have a badge.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Right. I got a new task. Report your badge missing. You need to report your missing badge to the 41st precinct as soon as possible. The lieutenant said that you can use a radio in his motor car to call your station. Right. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? But I can't remember anything. What we were supposed to do again. Find out who killed the dead person on the tree? So, what if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
Alright, I like your attitude.
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
That is the logical conclusion, yes.
But first, we have to take it down.
Yeah, I have a bit of a problem here. I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Okay.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our number one concern.
Right. So I guess I'll just fake it until I make it. So what are we going to do again? I think we wanted to talk to the manager.
Talk to the manager.
Right.
Then we go out back and take the body down.
I can do that.
After you, officer.
Interview cafeteria manager. Task gained, inspect victim's body.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Alright. Neat. Interview cafeteria manager. The cafeteria manager of the Whirling in Rags might know something about the murder that happened in the yard. Ask him about it. Inspect the body hanging in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. This is a preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Right. Can I mark tasks as active? But I think they're always active if they're in my inventory. Okay. Let's do it. Of course, we might be able to talk to her
Hello,
now.
sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Who's Sweetie? Does it mean you like me? That's maybe a little bit of a bold conclusion.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
You flatter me.
But, dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married, besides.
Yeah, I mean, she's the wife of the cryptozoologist, so clearly she's taken already.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
Right.
I'm Lena, My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair. Yeah, it's a wheelchair. How'd you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. I've gotta get going now. Do you want to roll with me? Like, literally?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Sequence killers? Nothing. I was thinking of the lyrics to the song Wanna Roll With Me. Yeah, apparently this guy is already in my party. Maybe we can recruit her as well.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
That's true.
A partner who'll need you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I wonder when he's going to get so annoyed with me that he's not going to be quite as patient anymore. Kim, of course, I forgot I had you. I know, but there's also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural. Is a sequence killer supposed to be like a serial killer?
I can assure you, with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Not yet, anyway.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
But, 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see.
I see.
I'd slow you down.
I can see that this would be a problem.
Perhaps another time.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Should I just announce this to everyone? I don't know, let's see.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportions. Forget I said anything. Well, I hope that I will regain at least some of my memories at some point.
You know where we are, right?
In the Whirling in Rex cafeteria. It was on my keys. Yes, I figured out that much already. We're at Revanchol on Insulinda. I don't really know. Some seedy hotel, a war zone at the edge of the world. We're dead, hunting each other. We're ghosts. I mean, this is all information that I have gathered so far. I don't really remember it. I've learned it since then. It's a war zone at the edge of the world. I kind of like this reply, though.
Now.
Doesn't impress her, though.
We are live in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revanchol.
Okay, all I know is that Revanchol used to be really cool in the 30s. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revanchol. What kind of place is this? Yeah, tell me more about this place.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revanchol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revanchol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. So everyone says that this is the most beautiful city in the world, but what is your opinion?
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the spring of 51. Sure, it's the year 973. All I know is we are approaching the end times. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. Again, I think this is information that I found earlier.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Okay. Kind green ape pen. Can I have a look at that? Oh, I can't enter my inventory while I'm in a conversation, okay.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
Okay, so picking a right answer for once was actually kind of useful.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Oh dear, some kind of democracy maybe. I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat, but something else tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Cop, we are living under the cop regime. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. I don't think we have found enough information about this so far. I mean, he's a cop, so maybe we're living under the cop regime.
Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer.
Okay.
What mode of government?
Alright. Some kind of democracy. I mean, that's like the vaguest answer. Everything else is like very specific, and this is kind of vague, so maybe I'm going to pick this one.
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Okay, so none of my answers was like really correct. I was just making it up.
Meaning, buying is voting.
I see. Okay. If there's no government, how come there are cops? I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed. This speaks from the heart, clearly.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
So, if there's no government, how come there are cops? That's a good question, though.
Oh, dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
All right, go on.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
Okay, but you have been really helpful. I gained a lot of useful information from you.
She's scared now.
Ooh.
She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So how did I do? What is the revolution you mentioned? Who could tell me more? Conclude. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me more about the revolution. I know I did pretty poorly. I could have done better, but at one point I didn't choose the obvious proper replies that I had. Instead, I picked a weird one. Yeah, tell me more about the revolution.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
I see. What does it have to do with there not being any cops? But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me. Clearly.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Well, who could explain it better? Well, maybe my buddy, who apparently is a cop as well.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
Right, I should talk to my colleague here.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Okay, so maybe not.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Okay, well, that doesn't sound good.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
You seem to be in a chair. I'm always getting this option, so maybe I'm just going to pick it.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Or a grenade explosion. Thank you, Encyclopedia. A grenade. Did you fight in a war? I'm sorry, it was rude of me to mention the wheelchair. Let's move on. So, was it a grenade?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Were you a mountaineer? Were you a tightrope walker? I feel like I was in a war. So, were you a tightrope walker?
Nothing so extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd?
So, what did you do?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company.
Yeah, that is not nearly as extravagant or exciting.
You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
I see.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well.
All
One
right.
can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Well, I hope I wasn't being rude.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
Okay, in that case, let's just continue.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
All right. Yeah, I got something. A kind green ape pen. A pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. Okay, it has a price attached to it, so I can probably, sell it. Get a reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. Well, bit optimistic, but okay.
Yes?
So let's see if we can talk to our partner here. Tell me about the case. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. I already told him. He doesn't really seem to take it all that seriously. I want to talk about you. You seem to be following. Yeah, tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it, I can't remember a single thing. Would you say this is a mysterious case? If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? Actually, I have all I need to know for now. Yeah, tell me all you know.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
Well, I know there's a dead person hanging in the tree, and that's about it.
Do you want me to brief you?
Yes, please do.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Right, and then apparently I arrived 2 days ago, but I didn't do anything, just drink. So now the body has been there for a week. Great.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Okay, well, I mean, that is a lead. Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? Yeah, can we identify the victim already?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
And who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Well, that's suspicious. Why would they hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Well, let's not jump to conclusions here, huh? Hold on, and the RCM is... Well, apparently the RCM is like the police? Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. Yeah, I think that's what we're supposed to do here. But yeah, the RCM is the police, right?
That's us.
Yes.
The Revachol Citizens Militia.
Okay.
We're the
Revachol
police in this city.
Citizens Militia. Alright, Revachol Citizens Militia.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
I'm so glad I have my encyclopedia, because the encyclopedia knows a lot more than like my actual consciousness or my actual memory. Of course, I understand everything now. That's a bit of a stretch. Just to let me perfectly clear, our job is to find the killer. I still don't understand anything. I think I understand enough.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Okay, apparently I just gained some XP for this conversation. Can we go over the preliminary info again? Would you say this is a mysterious case? If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? I mean, that's a good question.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
A pissing competition? What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I think we have already established that I don't really know anything. I don't remember being in on anything. You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia. Yes. Can we just continue to work with that? You know, I have amnesia. Just assume that I don't know something.
Better still than an imbecile cop-off.
Okay, what's a cop-off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
But this seems relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Okay, he doesn't want to tell me about it now, but it is a new task. I'm just collecting all these tasks. Apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41, yours, and Precinct 57, Kim's. Ask Kim about this after the initial inspection of the dead body is done. Okay, some kind of competition between the two precincts. Okay, that's another task done. Well, do you think this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Right. So at the moment it seems pretty standard. I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved, you know, something supernatural. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? Have we already established that? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? I don't know. Could it be supernatural?
I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not?
Yes.
Because it's not part of reality.
Okay.
The gesture resembles an orchestra conductor bringing the choir to a full stop. So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up.
Okay, so I guess he doesn't believe in the supernatural?
There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him.
So my inland empire thinks I should convince him. Okay, I guess that's all I need for now. I don't think we have to go over all of this again. It's fine.
Good.
Inland Empire, legendary. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in this case. I mean, not with these chances. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. We've already been through that. I want to talk about you. You seem to be following me. This is a white check. You may retry it. I mean, I will lose this check, but let's give it a try anyway.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
Yeah, I don't think this would really fit his character anyway. Like, believing that this is like some supernatural case. Uh-oh. That damaged my morale. Oh dear, oh dear.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up now.
Oh no, oh no.
You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I'm seriously running out of shits to give. Let corpses hang on trees. I'm quitting. Fuck you. I've wasted my life protecting humans. They don't deserve it. I'm done. No one even likes cops. I wish I was fucking dead. Fuck you, fuck you. Oh, this isn't good. I don't know. I guess I'll pick this one.
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district. But poverty does not make one a loser. Poverty is just poverty.
Okay.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now.
Well, that's not good.
Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
Oh dear, oh dear. So maybe just trying to pass checks that are far too low for you is not such a good idea after all. Okay. Well, I guess I won't be doing that again. But the episode is actually getting kind of long, so maybe I'm making a cut here. Honestly, I don't even know where, like, the last save game was. I haven't made any any manual saves, so I hope there was an autosave at some point. But if there wasn't, I'm just going to play until that point again, and then we will continue from that point in the next episode. But yeah, for now, let's call it a day. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.